EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Raiders at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off play action. Dyson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, and it's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dyson. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Going to get this out to Chase. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Warren will try the right side.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Norris.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Dyson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Back to throw. Dyson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We're scoreless after one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Off the play fake, Dyson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 3rd down, Dyson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Devontae Adams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now,
there he goes, right side. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This pass caught by Hamler. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing on first down. Dyson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Dyson going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And they can't bring him down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment,
That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Warren. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Give. It's Warren.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On 1st and 10, Dyson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Dyson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Warren. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Dancing to his left.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. On the run, it's Warren. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Looking to throw. Dyson. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That's a good acceleration here as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow,
look at the big man rumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic
get to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Here's Burrow. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it. Warren. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Warren again, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it,
you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Dyson. That is caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, check.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Dyson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow. Got his man, it's Warren.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Burrow.
Rolling to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Dyson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. That's caught by Tucker.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards for number 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Dyson.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down, Dyson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Third down and 13.
Looking to throw. Dyson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bengals are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
That's a room to maneuver.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Earl going to get this out to Chase.
Fighting through, he's got space. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren down to the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
3rd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up At long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little.